Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Tasha Renee. How y'all doing tonight? Yes, I know y'all missed me on yesterday. Didn't get to hear the beautiful vocal stylings, but don't worry, we'll be right back next week. But tonight, welcome to Spotlight Introducing, where I get the opportunity to introduce some of the most hottest artists you would ever find here in the ATL and beyond. And tonight is no different. Y'all, I had the opportunity to check out some of his music, and it is like for real hot, like for real. I'm so excited. This is my first time meeting this young man, and I'm so dagnabbit excited about it. Look, let me tell you, JP is an up and coming hip hop artist. He was raised out in New Jersey and has found himself living in Georgia and actively pursuing his career in music. He pulls inspiration from his favorite artists, from life experiences, and most importantly, from his late brother, Luke. Earlier this year, he released an EP entitled Less is More and is currently working on a host of other projects. Y'all, put your hands together. Get ready for my new brother, JP Caruzzo.
Thank you. That was amazing right there.
What's up? Well, it's all true,
You know, thank you.
I'm so excited to get to meet you and to get to know you, sir. I've heard so many amazing things about you. So this is going to be a great conversation.
Okay.
Great conversation.
Yeah,
So tell me something about, so you didn't already, I found out you're from Jersey. So what
yeah.
else we can know about you, sir? Wait, what else? Tell us something else about you.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much dedicated into making this great music right now, man. That's something about me. I'm from Jersey to the core. Like you could tell, I got the accent and all
I
that.
hear it.
You know, I'm heavy in the I'm heavy in the music, man. That's all I like to pertain myself to, and my family, my kids. That's about it, man. Just being a grown up, man. Just coming from a knucklehead to a grown man, and figuring out how to put that in my music in between. You know what I mean?
Oh, we're gonna talk about them knucklehead years now. Oh, we're
Uh,
gonna talk about
okay.
but so tell me, how did you get into music? Like what's your first experience that kind of brought you into this whole music game?
Um, See, that's like all right. My first experience, my mother used to sing, so
Okay.
I used to go to her like rehearsals and little shows and well not shows and things. I was too young at the time, but I used to go to her rehearsals and things, so I was tapped in with that. I used to sing when I was little, had little uh dreams of doing that when I was younger. So that probably be my first experience. But rapping, my little brother let me hear a song he made. Man, I forget the year off the top of my head, but I was 18. I was going into my senior year, and he let me hear a song that he made, and it was like, oh shit, you rapping? Like, and it sounded good, so I was like, oh man, this is crazy. So I just tried to, rap, well, start writing anyway. I used to freestyle or whatever, but that was the first time I started like writing around 18. That was the introduction to it.
So it's safe to say that your mom kind of put the love for it in you, and then that situation kind of brought it out.
Yeah, just my family in general. Like my family is really into music. Like my aunt had the slow jams on deck all the time. So
Okay.
when I'm chilling with her, I'm listening to those. I be with grandma, I'm listening with the oldies and all of that. Like they was really in tune with music, even if they didn't necessarily participate in it or be active in it. So I was always around good music or within ear's reach of it.
One thing I found interesting that you said was, I believe you said that when your brother let you hear that song, after that you started freestyling yourself?
Nah, I started writing then. Like I've been
Okay.
freestyle. I had been freestyling and things like just playing around little things you do because it's just what you do. I used to play football, so it wasn't really
Okay.
no fucking nothing until that failed. It wasn't really no rapper or anything. So it was like I always used to play around. We drink or whatever at the parties, after parties, freestyle. But I started
Mhm.
when I heard that song because I understood that he was writing, like making music. So I was like, damn, let me try it, because that's somebody to where everything we've done, we've pretty much done it together. So
Mm.
that just was something else that we added to the repertoire type thing.
Do you remember that first song that he let you hear?
I don't. It was on MySpace, man. That shit was so,
Wow.
man. Yeah, that shit, man. Listen, and we was recording off the little what's them shits, man. The little recorders you be having in the college dorm rooms.
The
Them,
tape recorder or the
I mean, not even a tape recorder. Like it was kind of updated. Had the USB joint. It wasn't that crazy, but yeah, we had one of them. That's what I first started, writing and reciting my rhymes to. I don't remember this song, but it was like it was. I'm sure it would sound crazy now, but it was. I don't remember it off top. It was just like some instrumental we found.
Okay, cool. Like,
Mm-hmm.
when we first started, I remember saying how you were inspired. You had a couple of inspirations, life experiences. You talked about, your upbringing and different things that's going on in your life and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the most inspirational part of your music? Like, where does your music come from?
Ah man, just living. Um, to be honest with you, just kind of what you said is what gives me my inspiration, like my experiences, things that I go through, like that kind of drives me. That gives me the stories to tell. Like I've always been able to like manipulate my words to tell a story. Like I'm just
Mm,
fortunate to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been good. Like English was my favorite subject in high school for
okay.
whatever reason. I always felt like if you live in America, you should be able to speak the language fluently. Common sense shit. You know what I mean? I'm a Sag, so I'm a bit of an asshole. Excuse my French, but I'm saying that just clicked and it clicked. You know what I mean? I just was with the music and it just was it. But that'd be the biggest inspiration, just my life experiences.
I like that. Interesting to say the English was your favorite subject. I've rarely heard especially rappers say that it's never, actually it's like academics, who cares? But to hear you say that English was your favorite subject, it sounds like you're a storyteller.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I
And
just like making sense to what I say. Like
mhm.
it's on my nerves when things don't make sense to me. It's like a pet peeve. It'd be like, yo, why would you say this type thing? So I like to speak clearly or get my point across in a way where it's like, oh, all right, if it's clever, you're still gonna be able to understand what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
So you told us about your mom inspiring you with the music and then your brother bringing you this song. How did you get from this song that your brother brought to you to the person that we see now? Like, what was the in between? What was the trials, the tribulations, what are the obstacles you had to face in order to become the JP Caruzzo we see today?
It was a lot. So, like I said, I used to play sports, so I dib and dabble, do the freestyle thing, but not really take it serious. That kind of fell through. Excuse me. I went to prep school,
Okay.
being kicked out of there. That's way too long of a story for right here. You feel me?
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, you feel me? End up getting booted out of there, so I went back to Elizabeth, and my family actually moved to Georgia in 2007. I wasn't really with it. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll stay. Stayed back for a couple years, then was like, you know what? Let me go see what it's like. Matter of fact, not even a couple years, a couple months. I was like, you know what? I'm missing my mom's, and then like I've been with them all whole life. Let me go see what Georgia's like. Came out here and couldn't even. I couldn't drive for one because my license was suspended. Let me just say that. Like I couldn't go nowhere and all that. In Georgia you need a car.
Yes.
So I was dead in the water, and I was 19 at the time. So it was like, bro, this is a dub. I went back to Jersey, and then just did what I guess the typical thing to do is, you know, get into things you're not supposed to get into, and all sorts of different drugs and and just around that type of environment, kind of just becoming a product of my environment, and then noticing it though. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have the strength to be like, hey yo, I could just maintain or elevate while I'm here. I started feeling stagnant, so I had an
Mhm.
opportunity. I went out to Alabama with my man Pounds. Excuse me, and we had been out there before, but he was going back out there again. I knew my family was in GA, so we went out there, was stugging it, was crazy out there, wild, broke, extra skinny, looking ridiculous. Like, end up coming to Georgia again on the whim. Had my mom's come pick me up from the bus station, and I was like, "Yo, I'm not leaving." You know,
Mhm.
got a little gig at Walmart. Was wilding up there, like, yeah. I mean, that's neither here nor there. Neither. Thank you. That's neither here nor there. But yeah. And then between there is where it was like, yo, all right, let me kind of get this rap thing together because Luke came down to Georgia to visit me.
Okay. Luke, your brother.
My brother, excuse me, Jeffrey Oakley, yes.
No.
But I say when I say Luke, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So he had came out here before he passed, and I was good. Like so, we started the group Money Gang back home. Like it became CTMG. That's what they call it now. It's the group now. Shout out to the homies. But we started Money Gang up in my mom's house in the bathroom just because he came out here, and by that time we had been rapping, and like I said, I started writing and shit, so I had gotten heavy to it by the time I came to Georgia again. So we did that. He went back doing, I just stayed and was living life. Ended up having a kid, Jakey Jake, when I was, well, that was 20. Jake's 5 now. So I was 20, what, 26, 27.
Mhm.
I'm all. But yeah, around there, I had my son. Um, and it was crazy because it was like that was the most beautiful thing ever. Like my first born child experience, and that I was down here. It was crazy because my whole life back in Jersey, but yeah, my kid out here was good. I got my mother-in-law and them there. It was like it was dope. You feel me? Crazy. Son started walking, and Lou died. Like I
Mm.
want to say the next day, if if
Wow.
if that. So it was like a symbolic thing with me. Like at
Mhm.
that point, like I ain't want to do no music. It was kind of like, man, this music for what? You know what I'm saying? Because the whole time it was like in my mind, I'm the background dude. You feel me?
Wow. Okay.
Like I be wanting to perfect certain shit. Excuse
Mhm.
me, just because that's who I am. But it wasn't like in my mind, I'm gonna be the rapper. You know what I mean? Because none of my friends rap. Like it's not. That's just what it is. Like even to this day, like none of my good friends, like they don't rap. They do other things. Like they're talented at other things in life, but it beat me. But back home, I had like damn, I forgot to mention them. It was a squad. I got a big ass 4 on my arm too. It was Forever Entertainment. They kind of molded me just into what type of rapper I am. I completely forgot to mention them, but I had to, backtrack a little bit. But they instilled that kind of real rapper mentality into me right before I went to Georgia.
Mhm.
So we'd be in the basement for hours, locked in. Had a little gig at FedEx. Go to the studio in between, sleep there, do all that type of shit. Military
Wow.
style. Get kicked out of the studio if you can't rap, type shit. Like I grew up on the mixtapes and all that.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it was different, but yeah, that just was it, man. Just overcoming like anxiety and depression and shit, like mourning over bro. That's kind of just what molded me into this now. Just being able to cope and learning how to maneuver or use that shit to its strength, opposed to what I mean, just being stagnant again. Because that's what the fuck I left Jersey for. Like I might as well stay my ass in Jersey if I'm gonna be, still stuck if I'm in Georgia. It's just,
Right.
you know what
Right.
I mean? So yeah, that's how we ended up here, man. Just kind of overcoming adversity.
So basically, music was your outlet. It was that thing that let out your feelings and the stuff that you were dealing with.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Because it
That's
started out as a hobby. It was like it was always an outlet. Because like I said, I like English, so it was always an outlet. But like it was a hobby though, just because it's like, oh, if I'm good at it, I'm gonna do that. Like with football, I hated practice, but I love playing the game. You feel me? Just because it's like, all right, I got that. When it's time to perform, I can do that. You know what I mean? Type
yeah.
too. But yeah. Hmm.
That's good. So you one thing I heard you say that Forever Music, they kind of shaped and helped to mold you into the rapper that you are today. So who is the rapper that you are today? What makes JP Caruzzo? What kind of rapper is he? You know, is he the gangster rapper? Is he, like what type of rapper would you consider yourself? Forget what other people say. Who are you to you?
Shit, realistic. Yeah, I mean, like I wouldn't if I had to pick a category or say something that'd describe me. Yeah, I mean, I can't really like I got a good imagination, but I like to just speak on things people could relate to, because it's like I know I'm not the only person going through it. You know what I mean? Certain experiences that I ran into that people are kind of experiencing the same thing as me.
Mhm.
I don't even know them for that long, but then end up finding out they going through the same thing I'm going through.
And
It's,
that's the thing. I think if people would understand when it comes to music and everything that, um, and the people that are attracted to your music are usually people who can identify with what you're talking about.
yeah. Yeah, that as it should be, and it's like I just feel like everybody ain't rich, everybody ain't doing, you know what I mean, extra fabulous. So it should be a lane for that. Like everybody aspires to, and you should talk about your experiences and speak into existence what you're about to do because you're actually planning to get to work there. Like that's what type of rapper I am. Like I know what I'm capable of, so I'm gonna rap about these things I went through. You feel me? And keep doing that, and it's just gonna elevate the experiences and the stories. Are just gonna keep elevating because I'm gonna keep elevating.
One thing you talked about that I love to, and as a female, call me sappy, I don't care. But you talked about when you had your first child and seeing your first child being born. Let's talk a little bit about that experience. What was that like for you?
Shit, it's one of a kind. You know what I mean? That's just, I guess, like to kind of give a brief description. It's something I can't really describe to you. Like I couldn't sit here and explain the emotion to you. Yeah, I mean, I can't put it in words, but it was like it was the dopest thing by far I've went through. Just like seeing life brought into the world. It was
Mhm.
fucking amazing. It was, I mean, it was amazing.
I love to hear men talk about that. It's just something about a man talking about his child being born that it softens y'all up. It's the nice. I love to see it.
Yeah,
But
hold on. Yeah, I got a daughter too. Shout out to Maya. She I know wifey watching this shit. She probably out here. But me and my fiance, we had she had a daughter prior to us getting together. But that's my baby girl too. Shout out to Tamaya. So I got two of them. You feel me? And she a teenager, so you could tell.
wow,
You yeah, I mean, you know what my life like right now. I had a 13 and a 5 year old. Yeah,
bless your heart.
yeah.
So what happens when them dudes start coming in trying to holler at your daughter? I'm scared for him.
Yeah, I got my man Maul just walked in. You heard? That's what I mean. We out here. Like we good though, you feel me? Besides you and all these sorts of things, man, we not worried about none of this craziness, man. We good. We got a long time to go, man. She ain't, I mean, like my baby ain't even like she grown enough to understand what's going on, and I feel like we got a good enough relationship to where it's like, yo, if you get to that point, she'll come holler at me. If it's like something she need to holler at me about, like we got a good enough relationship for that. I ain't really tripping.
That's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
I was young, so ain't nothing these little niggas could tell me or try to pull on my daughter. That's a dub. So you know what I mean? That's just common nature type thing. She good. She's Gucci. Shout out to Maya.
All right, so now I want to talk about your process, sir. What
Mhm.
is your creative process when you're writing? I know we have some people who are like, you know what, I go in the studio and I just lay it. I hear the track and I just go for what I know. But then
Mhm.
you have some who have a different type of creative process where, I know for some writers, you write poetry first and then it turns into something. So what's your creative process? How do we get these dynamic songs that you have out? How do we get those? How do you get how does it come to fruition on your end? What you going?
usually like I'm smoking, I'm driving, I'm finding a beat.
Okay.
I figure out what type of flow I'm gonna use on there. I listen to it for a minute. When I get back from wherever I'm driving to, I usually chill. I smoke and I write to the beat, and I come up with the verse first. Now
Mm-hmm.
out of 10 anyway, because I'm not get on a tangent, but I'll get into a groove, and it'll end up being more. Sometimes it'll end up being a hook or something, but I do that. Write the verse first. I sit, finish smoking in between all of these things. Let's keep that. Let's yo, and I'm gonna just keep it real with you. If
Okay.
not in, bud is a big part of my writing process. Why it keeps me, I mean, it keeps me creative. You know what I mean? We could debate on that later, but that's what it do for me in that moment. It puts me in a place to where it's like, all right, I possibly can't get certain things because I've written songs sober. I've done it both, but it's just a certain, that we get the dynamic songs that you speak of. We get them type of joints when I'm riding around smoking in the car, or I'm with one of the homies or something, and I'm smoking. I'll come up with a verse, and then I'll probably come up with the hook right before I come in the house, and then I hear Chad like, "Yo, I'm about to come lay some shit down." And then
And you're not the only person I've heard say that, though. I have a writing partner, and that was one of the things he said. When you smoke, it helps you to focus, and it's something about smoking and your creativity. When they meet, it just creates something that's a whole lot different than you would create without.
yeah, it's kind of, and yeah, and for me, it's like, yo, like I said, I got a fiance, a 15-year-old, I mean, a 13-year-old, and a 5-year-old. You feel me? So at the end of the day, that's kind of like not my escape from reality, but yeah, Scotty beat me up. You feel me? That's my way to get up out of here. I don't really drink too much. We got the Remy here, but that's because my birthday just passed. Happy
Well,
birthday!
happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I would sing you happy birthday with we'll pray about it.
You good? How about I say you good, man? But yeah, that's definitely that's part of the process, man. And then from there, I go lay it down, and I'll probably have a verse sitting there for a minute with just a hook on that thing, and then I'll be working on it just from different times. I'll be done laid 3 other songs now, ain't even touched that shit. But that usually be the process. I come up with a couple when I get in the studio, like, but I'm still writing. I'm still, I put the pen to the pad or the fingers to the keypad, whichever is more convenient at the time. I'm still writing for sure. I ain't start doing that freestyle shit yet. I used to. I stopped doing it. Like it just I don't know. It just became less important in my repertoire, sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
And I know for the last, I guess it's been almost 10 months now, we've been dealing with this pandemic. So how have you been keeping your music alive throughout this pandemic? I know it's been hard to go out and perform and everything. Gigs and stuff have kind of slowed up a little bit. So what have you been doing to kind of stay on top of your game through this time?
Yeah. I drop verses more. Been having that circulating on my IG. Keep that popping. Got good freestyles every other week or so. I'm gonna just start giving the people way more of that too. That's probably what people love me and know me the most for. I'm gonna start doing that all the time and just being consistent with that and being relevant. Got some videos on the way. It's just working and making sure people can see that I am working.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So look, I want to take this as this time because we got a video, right?
Okay.
And I want you to introduce the video that we're about to see. Tell us a little bit about it. What's the inspiration behind it? You know,
Damn, I should send this to his ass. You heard? Shit crazy. The inspiration behind this shit really was like, yo, I had like a slick, like not a falling out with with somebody I was cool with, and it was like, oh man, I need to voice my opinion on this, because clearly, uh, it wasn't a mutual thing how we were feeling. It was the animosity was coming more, from my end, and it was kind of he was dishing, so it was clear to see who was in the wrongdoing, and it kind of
okay.
just what that song about. And then I fuck around and found the cameraman because the nigga was the cameraman that did me dirty. You feel me? But You feel me? So I found a cameraman, and it was kind of just me not being petty, but it was like, all right, damn, nigga, you shoot videos. Let's see what you got. Let's see what's going on. And it turned out fire. Like, so that, yeah, I mean, like, I be doing shit like that sometimes, but it worked out. It worked out for your boy, man. So that's kind of just the story behind that. And it came out really, really good. I like the visuals. I mean, it was dope.
Okay, you guys. So listen, I want y'all to sit back, relax. We got a video, Mr. JP Caruzzo. Here it is, and it's called One Night. Let's get it, y'all.
Good, nigga. Yeah.
Take a shot to this madness. Jay. Yeah. Turn me up a little bit, Chad. Yeah. Hey yo, ain't no friends in this shit, we ain't come from the soil. Mask over jealous faces, they screaming, they call you. Spoil you, cut them open, they probably bleed oil. You knew the tip, but you ain't count on me making it boil. You never planned on the light shining, like Christ find them. God don't make mistakes, just the right timing. Plain bezel, white gold, lately been height climbing. They tend to hate on planes when they let me be kite flying, serenity praying. Well prepared for backstabbing behaviors, guilt tripping, funny business, you ain't do me no favors. Kinda different when you stealing free food off the table. I did the math, we different classes, you be into them fables, nigga. Crazy. Devil on my shoulder, angel running late. Procrastination made your destination, heaven gates. Most polite middle finger, I'm on my Kevin Gates. Thievery deceiving me and you ain't hesitating. So I trust a nigga far as I could toss him. Throw away the friendships, can't hold on to the losses. Where I'm from is drug habits, jail cells and coffins. Betrayal every day, being loyal don't happen often. Been through a lot, made it over them hurdles. You ain't got a starring role, just was in the commercials. Safe, it ain't beneficial to hurt you. Today I'm dolo while I'm twisting this purple.
Motherfucker. With you on 2 occasions.
Like what, nigga? And what? Right now I'm doing both. You niggas is jokes. If that's why I don't be around, nigga. That's why I be like, yo, where Jay at? Excuse me, you know I smoke that good shit. Gary Payton right now. It's funny, motherfuckers will always do the weirdest shit at the best times for me. I be like, yo, I can't believe this shit. How the fuck this go down? Like, hey Chad, these niggas is acting this, that, and the third. And then it's like we blessed, we up. Huh? Fucking smoke out the zip, we good. You feel me? My kids in the other room chillin'. Phone posits and Jordans and all that materialistic shit just to blend in with these weirdos, man. That shit don't mean nothing. My heart golden, you heard? Jay, make these motherfuckers wish they would've act right. We heard that shit, Chad. You know it ain't complete to that shit on there.
With you on 2 occasions. When I'm drunk, I'm high.
Wow. Wow. You guys, that was One Night by the one and only Mr. JP Caruzzo. And listen, you can find that on his YouTube page. Make sure you go and check him out. We got him on Facebook at JP Caruzzo, Instagram at Caruzzo44, YouTube JP Caruzzo, and TikTok Caruzzo44. Make sure you go check him out, please, because that was dope. And you said that the beef was with the camera guy.
There ain't no beef, man. I don't know what that. Everything's fine.
Okay, so but out of all of that, this video came out of that.
It came out. Yeah, it came out of frustration. Just
Frustration. Gotcha.
Yeah, I made misunderstandings and things like that.
Wow. So if that came out of frustration, I can only imagine what would come out if there was no frustration.
That's why I be trying to tell people. Yeah, I mean, if you close to me, bro, don't act up. You're gonna end up in a song, man.
You take out everything in the music. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Wow. Man. So That was dope. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Thank you.
And for all of my watchers who are not used to the cussing, look, listen, I told him to be himself.
Yeah,
I don't want him to be anybody else. You're gonna get to know the real artist. All right. So, and if that's who he is, we accept everybody here as they are. All right. So I enjoyed it. So I want to understand your inspiration as far as your inspiration artists. Like, what artists have inspired you into this artist that you are?
um,
Whether they be rap, R&B, country. I know I'm reaching, but
nah, man. Of course, like I said, I grew up with the mixtapes. So my favorite off top, like just mixtape rapper, would be Stack Bundles, and then of course it's like the locks I grew up off. Jadakiss, Styles P,
okay.
Chic, excuse me, um, Ransom, uh, Joe, of course, Griselda. Like it's a lot of different. It's a lot of different people that kind of caught my ear when I was growing up to where it was like, all right, I just became a chameleon because I like certain things from certain rappers and certain flows from certain people on certain beats. And it was like I just had a plethora of people, or the people that I did really rock with, they were able to change flows and do these sorts of things. So
Gotcha.
yeah, it's a lot to name, like off top, like who would be like, like most inspiring. Off top, it would just be like Stack Bundles and the Locks and Kissing them. Like
Hmm.
just because they got the most time with me like studying them. Of course, Jay Z. I feel like Jay Z is a god in rap. Like he doesn't have to even be spoken about if you've been rapping. Like you should look at Hove as such. That's the only reason I didn't just mention him. Like that been my favorite rapper since I started really rapping in
Hmm.
and DMX. Like that's probably
Okay.
matter of fact. You know what's crazy?
What?
DMX probably was like really the first time where I was like, damn, this rap is really dope. Because I think I was in like the fifth grade or some wild shit.
Wow.
Dark and Hell is Hot and Hell is Hot came out. Like
Hmm.
I was wild young, not supposed to even be listening to this. You know what I'm saying? But I got my hands on it and it was crazy to me. Like Damien is probably my favorite song from him out of like all his catalogs, just because it caught my ear, him being creative enough to be like making up a character, talking to himself, and then like it was the shit, but it was crazy. Like the story he was doing, at whatever young age I was at, it was like, yo, this rapping is dope. So that'd probably be like the first recollection of me being like, oh shit, I like this. And
DMX.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
DMX. That's interesting. DMX. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So, so if you had to choose out of all of the music that you've put out, a favorite song, what would it be and why?
Mm, um, out of everything I've ever like in my life,
All of your music, just your music, the music you've put out.
probably see. All right, I'm gonna just keep it with the like the more recent because this things I've done like back that people have heard, but it's like that shit will never see the light of day. I don't know what it is. Like that probably
Okay.
I got two that I did back then, but it's I'll just leave those for whenever because we'll never hear those. But Fate, for sure. And then I got a song called the Eulogy.
Mm,
Just um for personal reasons, those would be my favorite. Fate is fire. Like they both fire, both talking the eulogy for more like just a personal thing. That was a different time in my life when I kind of was getting back into rapping. And then Fate is way more recent. That's on my EP I just put out. Less is more. You know what I mean, out everywhere. But yeah, that's the two off top for two. Yeah, I mean, similar but different reasons.
gotcha. Do you feel like your musical journey has been easy,
Hell
or
no.
do you feel like what? Go ahead.
Nah, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I've
My
never
bad.
No, I'm just playing. No, go ahead. Tell me.
Nah, it's of course not. I don't think it should. I feel like anything that's easily given isn't worth, treasuring. Anything you're gonna get without really working hard for it ain't gonna last long in life. So it's like for me to not really take rapping serious, to take rapping serious for rapping, not really go nowhere, to me beefing with my lady. Like, this, you know what I mean? This ain't doing nothing, but I'm rapping and smoking and doing all of this sort of shit. Cause it's like, all right, I believe in it. You feel me? Those times it's like rough. That shit make you want to be like, man, I don't know. I just don't have too many of those I don't know moments. Like I have a glimpse of those like everybody, but it's like I don't know, the people around me and the support system I got, it kind of keep me focused on what I'm doing.
So is that how you like when you get to those moments where you want to give up? What what kind of keeps you on the straight and narrow? Like, nah, I've come too far. I can't.
Yeah, it's kind of just that, and it's like I just know who I am as a person, so I believe in myself that much to be like, bro, you know better. Like I know what I'm capable of, and there's certain things that I lack or that I didn't know as a young man, to which why I didn't excel in football. Like I said, I didn't want to practice or do none of that, extra shit because it was like it was boring to me. Like once we was off the football field, it's we going to do some other shit. I just was talking to my peoples. He came down from Jersey the other day. Shout out my man Keon at Black Sheep Entertainment. Um yeah, but we was saying it was like, yo, the mentality that we had coming from where we come from, it wasn't like, all right, we're gonna do this and really work hard for it. It was like, yo, I'm nice at football, so when it's time to play, I'm gonna play. But that
Huh.
kind of it don't work in life like that. You got to kind of put in the hard work and keep going. Like I know better. I know what I can do. It's like it's been too many instances, and I've started believe like not believing, but paying attention to energy and things like that. It been too many situations that didn't happen to show me like, bro, this probably what you need to be doing, or something with this to where it's like, yo, I could get my word across, and a lot of people could hear it, or because it might not be rapping, might not be acting, or you know what I mean, what it is, but it's like I know for sure I could rap and I'm good at it, and it's a bunch of people that have noticed could see that. So it's like, why not just keep pursuing that and take it seriously, put all my
Right.
energy into it. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I know better to answer the question. That just keep me going. Like then I got my son, like my son be knowing my lyrics, so that's a different type of. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I'd be an asshole to really be like, oh, I'm gonna stop rapping. Like, nah, just and it's hard though, because it's like everybody want to be a rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But niggas don't be good though. You feel me? Like shit be saturated. That's the thing. Like we just gonna be honest. It's always gonna be a fad. It's always gonna be a trend. That's why I'm so glad that it's like at least rappers my age is getting the recognition, or not even gonna say my age, my bracket, or you know what I mean, my way of thinking. Like really putting things together in intricate ways. Like and not saying that none of the youngins is doing it, but it be slim. It's kind of like all right, kind of repetitive certain things, and you always got it mixed in. But that's just the nature of the beast, the mass music.
What do you think sets you apart? Since because you're right, the between music right now is saturated because everybody can sing, everybody can rap, everybody does everything at this point. So you have to have first of all, you have to be so focused on what you're doing and not see all of that other stuff going on around you. Otherwise, it'll eat you up.
Mhm.
So what do you feel like sets you apart from all these other people going around? What makes you different?
That passion, that charisma, and like I said, it's realistic. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna talk about something that you probably didn't went through, or somebody that went through it. You feel me? And I feel like music is just what feelings that's my way of putting feelings in sound. If I can't really be on some, talk about shit, I be frustrated, write it down. Might not never hear it, but I got a rhyme for it somewhere.
That's good. That's good. And
Mhm.
your passion is what's going to take you forward. Because I'm telling you, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should.
Yeah,
So everybody can be doing it. Don't
yeah,
mean everybody gonna make it.
that's a fact. That's a fact. And it was like I was saying, like if Lil Bro wouldn't have passed, I probably wouldn't even. Like I still, even after Luke passed, I still wasn't even about to be doing the rap shit. I just was good. Niggas knew I could rap. I wasn't even about to take it serious, but it was like, yo, the amount of all right, the way the way that he approached rap is how I felt I should approach it. Cause I see
Mm-hmm.
him hours, or I done been in the studio at one time with him. It was like I feel like it was spring break or some shit. So he was out of school for the whole week. I'm already grown. I done graduated, but we every night till like 4 or 5 in the morning in there in the studio, trash mic, whatever. But we in there. So his work ethic was nuts, and he instilled that in me. You feel me? So when I came out here, I kind of lost it. I was dibble and dabbling, doing other things, and not really taking it serious. Like I just have my craft sharp enough for me to, you feel me? When bro blow up, I'm gonna be nice enough to be like, oh yeah, this bro, and he could jump on the song and do a feature, some, you know what I mean, some shit like that. Far it just that was my mind, and then when he did, when he passed away, it was like, yo, I gotta approach it how he do.
Do you feel like you you took the torch from him when that happened and ran with it?
Nah, man, I just think I lit my own shit, to be honest,
Mm,
because it was like, yo, it was a time where I wasn't even off no auto tune singing, humming, none of that, none of that. You know what I mean? And he figured out a way to do it. He sounded real good. Like Luke was good with the, you know what I mean, the melodies and all that. Like I be doing that now. So it's like that's new for me.
mhm.
And that's something people would be like, bro, I've been told you should have did that a long time ago type shit. That's my little, you know what I mean, Achilles heel or whatever. I caught on to that late, which is crazy because I told you my mom sing.
Right.
To want to sing, but I just was on some. That was my mentality where I was at, my environment, like that singing shit. That ain't why I sing. I'm nice at rapping, and then the auto tune shit went crazy, so it just deterred me from it. But Luke was on that, like at the time he passed, he was heavy on that.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was like, all right, I couldn't have took the torch from him. Like the shit he was on, he got it. Like that'd be another like my favorite rapper for sure. He taught me how to rap. So it's like, all right, he got that. When he passed, it was like, all right, hey, bro, turn up. And kind of, you know what I mean? If I did take the torch, we gotta, put some more gas on there or something.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
make a bigger torch because it was like, yo, let's up it from where he was trying to get to, and he put that much work into it. So I had no choice but to, get right with it, man, and really put my all into it.
That's dope though. That's dope.
Yeah.
So I want to experience some of this freestyle rap that you have going on here. I know you said you prefer to write, but I'm gonna put you on the spot tonight. I got a game that I'd like to play with you, and it's called On the Spot, where I'm just gonna give you a topic, maybe one or two, maybe three or four, we'll see. And
Yeah.
just throw that in there like that. And I want you to come off the top of it, off the dome with it. Give me a little something, something. You ready to do that?
All right, let's see what we got, Tasha.
All right. So one thing that, like I said, we talked earlier about how I love when a man talks about the birth of his children. Well, you talked about the birth of your son, but I want you to rap about your daughter.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I ain't even going to cheat and rap. I was gonna put choices. I ain't gonna cheat because I got some joint. I got a joint. I'm coming out with y'all crazy.
Uh-uh.
Um, Let me see.
Well, I appreciate the no cheat zone. Thank you.
Yeah, you feel. I'm gonna just keep it 1,000 with you. All right, but like, all right. So look, um, let me see. My daughter's name is Maya. She told me don't be a liar. I told her if we out here, we gonna be the suppliers. We watching all these ads and YouTubes, they gonna demise us. Listen what I'm telling you, please. We gonna be wiser. I show a lot of things that we gonna grow too. So a lot of things that I have going through. Tell her she's a princess, and yeah, that's true. Mm, and that's because I really lived it. This ain't come from blue. It ain't out the sky. I ain't making lies. I keep it honest. I got you. Yeah, I promise. And that's ill, because I ain't freestyling in a minute, man. That's dope. That's ill. Oh, Sasha pulling that up out of me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay, that was the first one. Oh, we're gonna take it a little bit farther. All right. So you talked about your daughter,
Mhm.
and I believe you said your fiance is watching. So
Mhm.
since she's watching, why don't you do a little something for her tonight?
Look, turn up. Okay. Uh, I don't want to do the name flips. All right. I got it. I got it tatted in my skin because that thing is forever. Tell you that I'm a ride. It don't matter the weather. You know that I'm clever. She say I'm too smart to act stupid. I'm doing this for us. Don't act foolish. You know that I love you. That's some true shit. Hmm. When I go, we gonna do shit. I'm talking Paris, different languages. You know I'm picky. But it's a reason why you picked me. We chose each other. You know I love you. Nothing above you. You got that. Got a ring on your finger. Smothered. Each other. You know what it is? You fuck around, give me kids.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And look, and then I got my managers out here like, yo, you got some bars for the shit? Playing with your Caruzzo out here, man. And look, and then look, you said that people don't like the cussing. I was trying to chill. I ain't smoke. I told grandma tap in. If you tapped in, grandma, and you tapped out, let me know. Like, no safe. Look, they out here influencing me. I don't.
Look, I told you, be
Oh,
yourself, sir. Be
one second.
yourself. We want the real you.
Look, let me see, Raz. She said to be myself. Jake knows what's going on out here.
Be yourself.
Jake, it's 9:30. Go in the room, bro. Nah, I'm just talking shit. What's going on, Tasha? Let's get it, man. I'm out here.
All right, so I'm gonna throw one more at you. That was like first of all, okay, you done loved on your son, you done loved on your daughter, you
Uh-huh,
done loved on your fiance, your soon to be wife,
uh-huh,
which was beautiful.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh. So
You give me some.
the last one,
Mm-hmm.
this gonna be the last one. I would love for you. I'm gonna just throw this out there. Um, I want you to rap to your younger self. And what would you tell your younger self?
Mm. Damn. Don't be stupid, Jay. Don't don't assume that everything's okay. Take precaution. Everything ain't gonna go your way. You smarter than that. You harder than that. These tough times, you got harder than hats. I mean, you gotta listen and pay attention to the jewels that was dropped. All these fiends, all these crews on the block that you learn from, same mentality, just different environment. You won't know until you try the shit. Man, I mean a lot of shit. If I was younger, probably wouldn't try a lot of shit. Probably wouldn't pick the weed up, but I done tried the shit. Everybody smoking, go supply the shit. You tripping, don't be dumb.
Okay.
Don't be stupid, young Jay.
That's cool. So I got one more game I want to play with you just so we can get to know you a little bit better. So this time this is called Fave Rapid Fire. And basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you one word and you're gonna tell me your favorite. Okay,
Okay.
you got 5 seconds off the top of your head. All right. So what's your favorite food?
State.
Ah, steak. Expensive taste. All right. He bet. What's your favorite music genre?
R&B.
What's your favorite R&B artist?
Um, don't really have a favorite. I be having favorite songs. I be having like moments for R&B. I say it's right now. It's damn too fast, Sonder.
Okay. Favorite music group?
The locks.
Okay. Favorite music era?
2000, early 2000s.
All right. Who's your favorite artist from the 2000 era?
Damn, I just gotta pick one.
You can pick more than one. What you got?
Shit, stack bundles. I had to pick him. Damn, no. It'd be all right. So it's a tie between Stack and Jadakiss. You gotta give me that. Let me pick two.
Okay, I'm gonna let you have that. Go ahead. You got that. All right. So what is your favorite song that you would say you were embarrassed to say you like?
Shit, I'm not really embarrassed to say I like that. I know one that nobody would fuck around and be like, yo, he like that shit. And it was crazy because I fuck around and saw a Nip interview and he liked this shit too.
What
Excuse
song?
me, man. I want to say Gautier. Goatee. I don't know how to pronounce it, but if they heard the song, it's somebody that I used to know. That's why
Somebody.
that shit
Okay.
fucked my girl out when I first put that shit onto it. It was like, bro, where you heard this shit from? Like it's way left field. But I've been
Hmm.
into like rock songs and shit. Like I'm not really embarrassed. Like
Okay.
um,
So you like rock?
I mean, I like music, man. So it's like certain instruments. I like the guitar a lot. So certain songs and shit, I might be able to sample from that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Certain shit that they be talking or going through, it's like, oh, it might catch my ear. Like, man, used to play
Okay.
football. A lot of them shits be like, before you run out on the field, a lot of the rock songs coming on. You get older, listen to what they saying. It's like, damn, he probably was going through some shit when he wrote this. It just was a fire song. Like, but I'm an adult now, so I know what he was meaning and make it that much more fire. Like certain shit, I wouldn't necessarily say like I like rock, but like I like some rock songs.
Okay. So you're an eclectic artist. You just like music in general. I love it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite drink?
Do say any
Okay.
straight. I don't do no chase.
Oh, excuse me. All right. No
Yeah,
rocks or nothing. Just
I mean, occasionally, yeah, like if I'm chilling with wifey or something, might do the rock if they got the ice cube, the big ice cubes. If not, then we just gonna take that thing straight. You know what I mean?
okay. Are you a sports guy?
Yeah,
What's your favorite sport?
football,
Favorite team?
Rams.
Not the Saints? Man.
Why would
Okay.
okay. I was gonna say why the Saints? I know I'm from Jersey and having the LA team is a reach, but
I'm from New Orleans though. That's why.
yeah, I just took an L too. I ain't even gonna talk about
Don't anyway. What's your I'm
it.
gonna go ahead and cut that off right there.
Yeah,
That's
edit that out. Edit that out.
in the conversation. Uh, what's your, who's your favorite person?
My son. Yeah.
Yeah.
My son and my grandma.
Okay.
Just because it's like, yeah, I mean, it's crazy like that. Just the dynamic, but it's like, yo, just my two favorite people, just off the top of my head.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Man, you are a joy to be around. You
Likewise.
like you are definitely a joy. I've thoroughly enjoyed talking with you tonight and getting to know you. Learned a lot about you. Definitely about to go and check out some more of your music. You guys make sure you go to his Facebook page, JP Caruzzo, Instagram at Caruzzo44, YouTube JP Caruzzo, TikTok Caruzzo44. What can we expect to see on your pages and on your social media? Like we get a lot. I can imagine we got a lot of visuals and videos and stuff like that.
I'm just about to be way more active, man. Like, what I'm learning is like, yo, if I'm gonna be out here doing this shit, I'm gonna just give the people access to me, man. So just expect
Yes.
more activity. You feel me? More lives, things like that. Aside to the great content that I got out right now, you feel me? That's what you can expect, man. A lot more activity. Get used to your boy. I'm out here. You're a different type of time. 2021. I mean, I'm young, so I remember 2000. They said shit was over. You feel me? 1999. The world about to end. Shit gonna be over. Like it's 2020, about to be 2021. Everything possible, and I know what I'm about to do. So you know what I mean?
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Listen, you need to check him out. He's an amazing guy.
Mhm.
Don't forget, Less is More. His EP is out on all digital music platforms. Make sure you check it out. Go to his YouTube page. Remember, as independent artists, y'all, we need those likes, subscribers, and all of that. You want to get the content. If you love what you're hearing, make sure to follow him on all of his social media. It's important, trust me. And also understanding that as an independent artist, look, this stuff ain't free. Amen. It's
Mhm.
not free to make music and to make beats and to put out videos and all of that. So you guys, I'd love for you guys to go to his Cash App and support him. His Cash App is $Caruzzo 444. Whatever you can give. And being an independent artist, you have to pay for the tracks. You got to pay for the beats. You got to write. Then you got to go in the studio and you got to lay and all of that. Then you got to pay the camera guy for the videos, and it's a lot of stuff. So if you have enjoyed what he's talked about tonight, if you enjoyed the video that you saw tonight, make sure you go ahead and sew into my new brother life, Mr. JP Caruzzo, and that's Caruzzo 444 on Cash App.
Mhm.
Now, there's one thing I like to do before at the end of every show with every artist. There's somebody out there who has a dream,
Mhm.
but they on the brink of giving up. This pandemic has been crazy. They've been in the house, nothing to do.
Mhm.
How would you encourage somebody? If that were you on the other end, what would you need to say to yourself to encourage them to keep going and to not give up?
You know what happened if you give up. You feel me? You know what the results is with that. If you keep going, you never know. It's the scary part. You gotta believe in yourself though. Like if you feel like you great at something, apply that pressure and go be great. It's not gonna take a day and a half. Like everybody ain't about to get on with everything. I don't care what you're doing. Like you ain't about to go to fucking Burger King and be managing and telling people what to do the first day you get in there. Like it's a process. Even if you get to a point where it's like, damn, that hurdle kind of high, you got to figure out how to jump over that. Or you feel me? Figure out how to cheat and get around that shit and keep it going. If it's that difficult of a situation, you might got to crawl up under the hurdle. You know what I'm saying? And just hop over the next one or something. Keep the, you know what I mean? Get back to the positivity of what it is. Just don't stop. Don't stop. Like I wasn't doing this. I ain't no Chad had no damn studio. You know what I mean? I just was rapping. He could attest to that. He could see like the difference between JP just being nice at rapping and JP being a rapper. Like I ain't ever want to do no playlists or none of this. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't my thing. Half being it was like, all right, I was in sports, kind of depressed with that, and then little bro passed, and it kind of took the life of it. But it's like, yo, if I got a talent to where somebody else could relate, like if you got a talent that can help somebody else, like it's foolish for you to stop. That's all I tell you, man. If you knew better, do better. You feel me? Like I said, I be knowing better sometimes. We all fall short, but pick your ass up, man. Keep going. Ain't no need to sit there in the ground, bro. You dumb. You do that, man. I be blatantly honest, man. You feel me? Like I give you a little bit of sympathy. Get your ass up, man. That's what I tell you. Keep going.
Wow. So he gave us all a swift kick in the behind. He said
Turn up.
he gave us that hard love right there. Like but I know somebody out there needed to hear that. Whatever you do, wherever you are right now, don't
Yeah,
give up. If you stop today and you give up today, think of everything you've lost because you wasted time doing something that you gave up on.
yeah,
And who's to say if tomorrow ain't the day that it's all gonna work out for you? So
exactly.
why give up right now?
You
Just
feel
keep going forward.
me? Yeah.
Keep moving forward. I like that, sir. Thank you. That encouraged me.
Look,
I
hey yo,
appreciate it.
look. You can see the comments too, right? My bad.
Yes.
I'm a pride. That's Big Bro Gent. That's who got me under the Forever Entertainment. He knows what's going on. Him, my big bro Zoo. That's hey yo. If it wasn't for him, for real, like Lou taught me how to write. If he wasn't on my ass like how he was on it, like he'll kick me out. Not, bro, get out the booth. What you doing? You're not ready. Had me writing and like, oh yeah, it's okay, it's cool. You feel me? Tough love, like that's Big Bro right there. That's who did it. That was the Forever Entertainment. That's him right there.
So that's who we have to thank for.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Well,
he's
thank
an
you,
asshole.
sir.
he's an asshole for I mean, but it's with the best intentions. Like I promise you, I love him to death. Like, but it's like it's different. If you could survive it, it's like something real bad happening. Like not, I mean, like he was bad happening, but it's like if you could survive it, you gonna be Rambo after you get through it. Like I would
Wow.
those situations. Like shout out to Big Bro, man.
Shout out. That's D-Gent.
Yeah,
That's cool. Everybody needs somebody like that in their life, man. That's that
yeah.
person that's gonna whip you into shape whether you like it or not.
Hmm.
And that makes you a stronger person, a better artist, a better everything because of it. So shout
Yeah.
out to you for that, sir. So thank you so much for joining us tonight on Spotlight Live. Listen, you guys, I need y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go to Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, and I need you to like JP Caruzzo
All
at
right.
Caruzzo44 all over his social media sites. Listen, we need them likes. Go listen. I tell people to do this all the time. If you got a friend and you know this brother got some dope music on YouTube, go to his YouTube page. You know what? And put on one of his videos, put a playlist of all his videos and let them play all night long. Just turn them on and let them play all night long with the volume off so he can get
Shit,
them spins. Them spins mean something.
huh?
Those spins mean something. All
Yeah.
right. You make sure you go and do that. Go check out his music. Like I said, he has a brand new EP out on all digital platforms called Less is More. Go ahead. If you sleeping, you ain't listening to nothing. Go
Mhm.
ahead, put that EP on and let it play over and over and over again all night long. Let him get them spins.
Yeah.
Telling y'all, it means a lot. It may not be much for you, but it means a lot to every independent artist out there. So I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and support my new brother tonight and go check out all his social media sites and make sure you check him out on all the digital music platforms and
Thank
just
you.
let them songs spin all night long. I told you y'all ain't doing nothing but sleeping. All right. You got any last words for us, sir?
Man, thank you. Thank you, Queen Tasha. You were amazing. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I mean,
Pleasure.
it was an awesome experience. Like I said,
Yes.
it was great talking with you. Great being here. I got to be myself. Like I loved it, man. Just everybody, like I said, thank you for the support. I'm gonna keep it coming. Y'all keep it coming. We're gonna keep this thing moving to the top, man. Y'all know what it is. Your boy, Luke World.
Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget, we got a new show. It's on Thursday nights at 8:30. It's called Nightcap. Last week's show, we talked about cuffing season.
Mm,
This week, we talking about am I single or are we together?
mm,
This is kind of like a relationship show where men and women get together and we have a conversation. Oh, we're gonna talk about it, and that's exactly what we do. So make sure y'all check us out on Thursday night, 8:30, same time, same place. Is me and my boy Drew Moore. Next Monday, Spotlight Live, and next Tuesday, Spotlight Introducing. We're gonna take a little break, but guess what? Christmas night, we're gonna do a Christmas sing along. So we still all during this pandemic, still all quarantining in the house. So
mm.
when you finish eating and all the no football on Christmas Day, I don't believe. So after we finish eating and sleeping, let's get together and we're gonna all sing some Christmas songs together just to kind of celebrate the season. And then I'll see you again on the following week. Y'all, we are getting to the end of 2020. We made it through.
Word.
We made it through. We can look back on this year and be like, yo, we made it through some crazy stuff. But the fact of the matter is, we made it. So I love y'all more than anything. You know it. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see y'all on Thursday night. And I'll see you again next week. Love you guys. Mwah. Smooches.